space program. So, what do you know about that, and how accurate is that information?
Yes, I was approached by this person who, in fact, had acquaintances and ties with French secret services. And this person told me that there is about 2,000 French young people who are in the army, French army, and who are ready to speak because they are working in Solar Warden. So 2,000 French young military people who are working in Solar Warden are ready to speak. So that's the information I got.
That's amazing, because that would definitely change the world dramatically if you had a major nation like France allowing all these witnesses to come forward. But I don't think this is going to be something that just happens in one country. I think it's something that is being coordinated, that it's just not France. I think the United States and other countries, Britain, Australia, they're all getting ready to release this information. And a really good example is this David Grush from the United States being the kind of like whistleblower to all of a sudden get a lot of mainstream attention. So David Grush, I mean, is he really like just the first of many hundreds or even thousands of people coming forward as whistleblowers talking about their first-hand experiences?
Yes, he is. He is, and it's a lot. He's been prepared for that, and it is a lot for him to take upon his shoulders. But it's as his mission. He was meant to do this and trained to do this, and he knows very well what he's doing. There are people behind him who allow him to say certain things, and he's green lighted by these people above him who are white hats. And I suppose, without being confirmed, that these people are in the Earth Alliance. To me, it would make sense. Anyways, so yes, and others, many others will come. He has opened the ways, if you want. He has opened the ways. Quite brilliantly, I have to say.
Yes, he's very articulate, very knowledgeable about the information, but he's doing it in a way so that he doesn't get locked away, that he reveals classified information, but he knows many other witnesses and the names of the programs and where this is happening. And so, yeah, I think this is very much a part of what is a coordinated plan. So that raises the question, with David Grush, what you were told about French secret space program, witnesses coming forward, is this part of this Galactic Federation of Worlds Earth Alliance plan that Thorhan dropped off to General Glenn Van Herk back in, I think it was January 6th of this year, that I wrote an article and where I discussed this, and of course you came out with that disclosure. So yeah, that where you talked about seeing this disk or this thumb drive being dropped off to General Van Herk by Thorhan. So you want to talk about that and how you think that might relate to what you were told about French whistleblowers and of course David Grush and others coming forward in the Five Eyes countries.
Yeah, so this update that was given in this device, we just saw the drawing there, that was the hand of Thorhan handing this device to General Glenn Van Herk, which I identified later on as him. This was the latest update, the last update for the disclosure plan, which wasn't created yesterday. And this disclosure plan, so there are two things to say. This disclosure plan, what it consists in, there are two separate domains in it, two separate parts, the ET part and the Earth part, okay? So in the ET role, so that's the Earth Alliance and the Galactic Federation of Worlds. The Galactic Federation of Worlds with the Intergalactic Confederation, these two organizations, are taking care of the disclosure of crafts. So they are in charge, they decide to be in charge to show their crafts more and more in the skies, show orbs. And these crafts are unmanned, they are drones. They are sometimes it's real big craft, but they are there's no one in it. It's moved by distance because it's not yet really safe with the human, quite aggressive, still a little bit in power. Anyway, so that the ETs are doing this, showing themselves more and more, and the role of the Earth Alliance is to get people involved in the military and in the certain organizations who have access to secrecy to bring forward and expose top secret information such as David Grush has done. That's the best example. So people like this are going to come forward and disclose classified information, and not only as David Grush has done publicly, but also through alternative media, through newspapers and articles and ways like this. So that's the two parts. ETs are going to show themselves more and more, and on Earth the groundwork by the Earth Alliance is to prepare people to the truth, to the existence of extraterrestrials by any ways possible, and that's the best ways. People start to think, oh yeah, ETs are real, and one day they wake up and for them it's, yeah, ETs are real, and there hasn't been no panic, no chaos, and that's passed into the mentalities. That's the plan. But when that started, that's the second thing. When I said it didn't start yesterday, this disclosure plan started already in the 1950s, even early 1950s, even late 1940s. From that moment, when the Federation, the Galactic Federation of Worlds, started to contact the governments, the official contact was in 1954 with President Dwight Eisenhower, but there has been other contacts before, unofficial through infiltrations. Pentagon, US Navy, the start of the creation of secret space program, defense programs against what was going to happen, because they knew that the big enemy was going to be defeated, and we needed to build our defense fleet, which is Solar Warden. And so the ET started end of the 40s to give technology to white hats at the time, and start all this preparation for one day the disclosure. What they've done, they've not only worked in secret with the positive military on defense, secret defense space program, but also they infiltrated different organizations of the deep state. I'm not going to name them here, I let everybody guess, but these organizations have been infiltrated by positive people, I would say, positive agents from the Galactic Federation of Worlds, ETs, and as well humans, who were reporting to Federation and the Earth Alliance about what was going on. And they learned, and they had access to secret classified information that now they are able to talk about it and to reveal it and come into the light. And there's a lot